Hello. So I have for you a book haul because it's June. June's a book month, which means that I just buy as many books as I want and ruin any progress I may have made on the book wall. And after this month, the next book month is not until October. So, because every time I just add in another month. So let's talk about it. First up, these first three books were books I got before June. They were not I didn't buy them. First up, I got 0 Dates by Ruth Ware. This was actually a gift from one of last year's 5th graders in May for Teacher Appreciation Week. I'm very impressed because she not only found me a book that's in a genre I enjoy, but it's also one I've never read and don't have in the book wall. So there we go. This is a thriller. It's Ruth Ware. So it's a thriller. I have read The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. But that's it. After that, I've got Health Safety, Community Safety Net, which is just a little book about health and safety for preteens. And then this last one is a lit journal that I got because I submitted something to them. And when you do that, there's some lit journal that I found that they will send you then their journal for a year, because their like reading fee will be like $20, but then they'll also like send you the journal for a year. So this is 9th letter. This is through, I believe, Iowa. This is University of Iowa. It's something like that. Oh my god. Illinois, University of Illinois. And it is so cool. Like, it is gorgeous in here. It is, I think, quarterly. Nope, biannually. I'm gonna say, I hope that I get in just because this is gorgeous. But no, it's a gorgeous lit journal. It's beautiful. I would consider, depending on the quality of these, I guess, but depending on the quality, I would consider, I might just keep submitting stuff just so I can keep getting them. I could just, order a subscription, but whatever. Next, Killing Stalking Volume 6. I feel like I'm going to have the whole goddamn series before I actually get past Volume 3. Because I've read the first 2 volumes. And I keep buying it. It's not, like, good, but it is kind of iconic in a bad way. But so I've got that. And I've got a layman book that I haven't read yet. That's Night in Lonesome October. We got this guy named Ed. He's in college. This girl breaks up with him. Oh, and then he gets preyed upon. Is this in first person? This is in first person, which is insane. I don't think I've ever read a Richard Layman book in first person before. That's kind of fun. All right, then I got a bunch of mass market paperback horrors because that's always what I stock the book wall with when I have a book month. I've got Deadweight by Robert Devereaux. I don't know why I try to say Edward Devereaux. It's Robert. I've heard this name before. I've never read anything by him. We have a tagline here. She was abused and degraded until she struck back, but killing him once was not enough. Kind of giving me Dreamthorpe vibes. Then we've got Coco by Peter Straub. No tagline. Black River Falls by Ed Gorman. Again, no tagline. Come on, you guys, give me a tagline. Got more Peter Straub. We got The Throat. I will say, recently this year, I read A Special Place by Peter Straub, and I've read a couple other books by Straub. I read Houses Without Doors. I read Ghost Story, but they were both like fines. Like, oh, I can tell that this is one of Stephen King's friends. kind of fine. This one was phenomenal, and so I'm hoping that as I read more Peter Straub, I get more like this. But just a little side note there about Mr. Straub. All right, then I've got one I'm very excited about, although it will take away the most pretentious phrase that I have in my lexicon, which is, I've only read Camus in French, and that is The Plague by Albert Camus. I haven't, the one I read in French was The Fall, I believe, I think. I don't know. I wish that you would give me the other books that he wrote so that I could, like, You're not going to. But this is The Plague, which is one of the famous ones. I think I've got the other famous one. I've got the other famous one down there too. But excited about this. Then I've got, and it's just kind of goofy, The Ultimate Halloween, which is a collection of short stories. Let me see if we've got anybody in here I recognize. Edith Wharton. Edith Wharton? Okay. H.P. Lovecraft. And that's it. It should be interesting. Alright, then I've got Sleeper by Stephen Harriman. The Pentagon is ready for everything outside its walls, but something sleeps within. And then this next one, this one plus like the 2 Camus novels were the real reason I went for this lot, and that is Wormwood by Poppy Z. Bright. So I love Exquisite Corpse more than life itself. I also have Lost Souls up there in the book wall. I'm happy to have another one. And I've also got some Kuntz. I've got Icebound. And then I've got The Parasite by Ramsey Campbell, which looks super cool, but then again, so did The Nameless, and The Nameless sucked. So I'm hoping that this is better than The Nameless. It's really a very low standard for something to be better than The Nameless, because honestly, The Nameless is one of my least favorite horror novels I've ever read in my entire life. Oh, okay, interesting. I've got The Stranger by Camus, which is the other, arguably the more famous one. So we'll see. We'll see if Camus is just as good in English as he is in French. All right, then I've got The Running Away King by Jennifer A. Nielsen. This one I could have just put in my classroom because I have read it, obviously, because these are actually books that I'm very excited to put in my classroom because I do think they're very good for almost like a Percy Jackson kind of thing for reluctant boy readers. You know, you don't like to stereotype, you don't like to put people in the boxes, but the fact of the matter is, do I have anything? I'm trying to see if I have any stereotypical girl books. The fact of the matter is, you sometimes need some like action and stuff for your boys for them to want to pick it up. So you slap a sword on the front, and this worked really well in the high school for lower readers, just like Percy Jackson. But I'm hoping for my higher readers in 5th grade this will be good. All right, got A Vow So Bold and Deadly by Bridget Kemmerer. I always thought this lady's name was Bridget, like a regular name is, but no, it's a Brigid, which is interesting. Then I've got Amor and My Adventures in Romance and Erotica, Puck Me Secretly by Odette Stone. And I really think these hockey romance authors are really kind of, they are beating this puck horse until it is just a lump of meat on the carpet. So there's that. All right, then we've got the first 3 volumes in the Durara Saika arc. So this is volume 1, this is volume 2, and then it's not as nice and shiny and matte for volume 3, which I'm very mad about. These are beautiful. You can kind of see the difference. It's so much more obviously different in person. Like these 2 are so beautiful, and this one's just like regular. But I'm not really exactly sure what the difference is between this and the regular Durara manga, but I do love Durara, and it's gonna be fun. All right, we got some more horror. Again, we got some Campbell. We have The Influence, which again, I'm holding out hope that The Nameless was just a dud and that his other books are good. I got some more Dean Koontz. We got The Bad Place, and we've got TikTok. I got my book of the month, which I skip months unless it's a book month, and it's a book month. So I did skip month. I got for June Honey, which is like a early aughts pop star book. I really like Daisy Jones and the Six. I was fine with Cassidy Holmes, The Unraveling of whatever, Cassidy Holmes. I'm looking at it like it's gonna tell me. It's not gonna tell me. This is by a different lady. But I do like our representative CDs here. Fun. All right, I've got The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is apparently a Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I have yet to figure out what is so exclusive about this book, because it just looks like a regular hardcover to me. I own the first book in the series. From looking at it, I'm seeing that this is like from the brothers' perspective. I'll have to do some digging. Then I've got Alfred Hitchcock Presents Stories That Scare Even Me. So this is a bunch of short stories again. So we've got, do you have anything I know about? Anything I know about? This is like the classics. I don't think I like know the classics. I sure don't. Fun. I also noticed I got a free little bookmark in there. Cool. Alright, next we've got the next in a series that I've been collecting because I have random volumes of it, and that is the Pretty Little Liars series. So I've got Wicked. Don't ask. Alright. Then we've got Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson, which I've heard a little bit of buzz around recently. By recently, I mean these are videos that were published on YouTube a year ago. So 2 years by the time this gets posted. But when did this book come out? It looks fun. This came out in 2022, so that like checks out. But yeah, looks fun. I think the title is self-explanatory. Then I've got, this one looks really cool. I got Spook by Steve Vance. And look at this cover. Isn't that the coolest fucking thing you've ever seen? Oh my god, so fun. We got The Small Town in Georgia. So fun. There's this girl, they think she's evil. Excited. Alright, then I've got Perfume by Patrick Suskind. I used to have a copy of Perfume. I read it my freshman year of college, and like, that last scene, honestly, like, just like blew my little 18-year-old mind. You know, when he, I'm gonna spoil Perfume for you at the end of the book. So this entire book is about this guy who's like has this very like preternatural sense of smell, but he doesn't hold any scent himself. So I'm a little weirded out by him, and he's like, I'm gonna make the perfect perfume, and how I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna kill these girls. And he does it. He eventually does it, and he like spreads it, and then there's this massive orgy scene, and then he goes to a homeless encampment and dumps the rest of it on himself, and the homeless people just eat him. And it's so good. It's such a good book. I'm so excited to reread it. I got some more Dean Koontz. Funhouse. And then I do have Clive Barker, Books of Blood, Volume 2. I have read the Books of Blood. It's fun to reread some of these stories. This has Dread, Hell's Event, Jacqueline S., Her Will and Testament, The Skins of the Fathers, and New Murders in the Rue Morgue. I remember reading The Skins of the Fathers, just hit myself in the face, and being so disappointed that this is like the one Clive Barker story where nobody gets skinned. I was mad about that. So it's gonna be fun to reread. But yeah, that is that book haul. It's not the last. It's not gonna be the last for this month. I'm so excited that my book months for this year, like I've got Pride Month for a book month, and then I've got Halloween month for my next book month. It's gonna be fucking great because you know what's on sale this month? Gay books. And you know what's gonna be on sale on Halloween? Horror books. And those are my two favorite kinds of books. I love it, and I love my new little bookmark. It's magnetic. Oh yeah, that's that. I'm gonna go stick these on the book wall somewhere somehow. That's all.